Miss Beaver can't finish your tell. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a comfort measure.
Aficionados
Shines the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panorama. He likes to impersonate walk-on.
When I was a child, the best thing in life to me was going over to my grandma's house and playing her Super Nintendo. Yeah, you heard me right. My grandmother owned a Super Nintendo, and her favorite game was A Link to the Past. My grandmother kicks ass! Anyway, I remember fondly going to a local thrift store and buying a video game cartridge. The label said Earthworm Jim. I'd never heard of it before, but look! It's a pissed-off worm in a spacesuit with a ray gun. That's freaking awesome! And so was the game. From the first level, my peanut-sized toddler brain knew that this was going to be a great game, even if it took me a week to finish the first level. To give a quick backstory on Earthworm Jim's creation, Earthworm Jim was created by Doug TenNapel, who is also known for Cat Scratch, The Neverhood, and about 13 bajillion graphic novels. But Earthworm Jim was his first creation. Playmates greenlit the Earthworm Jim franchise when they were trying desperately to find their next Ninja Turtles, as the Ninja Turtles' success was fading as the show had just finished up. So because of the success of Sonic the Hedgehog, Playmates decided to start Earthworm Jim as a video game character, then work its way into toys, cartoons, and comics, and many more. Earthworm Jim the animated series ran from 1995 to 1996 on Kids WB. The show, in short, was a work of genius. The writing was some of the best in any children's cartoon show. The one thing that shocks me is how many people I've met never even knew Earthworm Jim had a cartoon. And I feel pity for those people as they missed out on one of the greatest cartoons of the 90s. Along with Sam and Max Freelance Police, Rocko's Modern Life, Friend Snippy, you get the idea. It had a stellar voice cast, including Jim Cummings, Jeff Bennett, Cass Soucy, Charlie Adler, and Homer Simpson himself, Dan Castellaneta, as Earthworm Jim. Can it get any more awesome? And now finally, after years of waiting, VEI and Millennium Media have released the entire series on DVD. So for fans like me who've been eagerly waiting, and people who have never seen the show, let's play the Earthworm Jim intro, and then get straight into the review.
Earthworm Jim, the soil he did crawl. Earthworm Jim, a super suit did fall. Jim was just a dirt-eating, chewy length of worm flesh, but all that came to a crashing end. Earthworm Jim, he's such a groovy guy. Earthworm Jim, he rockets through the sky, cruising through the universe, having lots of fun. Here comes Earthworm Jim, you know that he's a mighty one. Look out! Despite his great big muscles and his really big ray gun, Jim is still an earthworm, but then he's the only one with a super suit to make him really super strong. Jim can be a winner if we only sing along. Earthworm Jim,
We think he's mighty fine.
Earthworm Jim,
A hero for all time.
Earthworm Jim. Hooray for him!
Groovy.
So I hope you guys liked watching the cartoon intro to Earthworm Jim, because if you haven't seen it, you can tell from that intro, it's an awesome show. So here it is right here, finally in my hand, Earthworm Jim, the complete series on DVD. Now this has actually been available on DVD before, but not in the States. There was actually an Australian DVD. There were a lot of collectors that actually were impatient. I actually considered it importing the Australian version. And I will say, as I understand, the Australian one does not have any bonus features, and neither does this one. But you know what? In the long run, I don't really care there's no bonus features. We have all 23 episodes, all on DVD. So really, I'm more happy that the content is there. I could care less about the supplements. I'm going to review the DVD. There's not really much to say since, again, there are no bonus features, but I will say all the episodes look great. There's only a few minor nitpicks I have with it, but they're very, very minor. For example, on Disc 1, when you go to episode selections, the episode Upholstered Peril and Sword of Righteousness are swapped, whereas Upholstered Peril, if you click that, it plays Sword of Righteousness, and vice versa. That's a minor nitpick, and is really no issue with that, because there is not really a lot of continuity in the series, so having those two episodes out of order is not a big deal. It would be nice if they could, kind of fix it so that the titles actually go to their desired episode, but again, that's a minor nitpick. The other one is in the episode where they first introduced Bob the Killer Goldfish, there's a split second where the audio cuts out, but even then he's not really saying anything. It's like the music cuts out and what would be like a sigh is gone, so there's like this one split second of the audio cutting out. But again, all those aside, this is a stellar release, and the artwork is really good too. You can actually see they actually Put a little thing on this that says Dan Castellaneta as Earthworm Jim, which is not on any of the Amazon pictures, or any pictures for that matter, so this is added on the last minute, I guess. And on the back right there, we have a little synopsis. If you've never seen the show, or surprisingly never heard of Earthworm Jim, it basically gives a quick summary. And inside, we have the 3 discs. We have disc 1, which has Earthworm Jim. Disc 2 that has Evil the Cat, and Disc 3 that has Princess What's-Her-Name. And so again, if you're a fan like me who's been waiting eagerly for Earthworm Jim to be released in the States on DVD, just get this set because all the episodes look stellar. It's the best quality I've seen for the series because all the versions I've seen were on VHS or from people ripping them from television and playing them on YouTube. So this is the best Earthworm Jim has ever looked. And for people complaining that it's not a Blu-ray, well, bite me. Earthworm Jim can never be on Blu-ray because, again, it's a 90s show, only tape masters exist. And you'll be lucky that there's a DVD in the first place. Be happy with what you've gotten. We got Earthworm Jim on home video other than VHS, and in complete series form. So be happy with what you got. So thank you so much for watching the video, and please pick up Earthworm Jim. You can actually buy it right now on Amazon. It's $30, and it's worth all your money if you're a fan of the video games, or a fan of 90s cartoons, or just a fan of the cartoon. You know, go pick it up. It's $30, and I highly recommend it. It's a great release. So thank you for watching, and see you later.